Welcome to Bible Logos. My name is Tamiko Greeley, and I am your broadcast host. Today, I cannot wait to present to you part 3 of the message entitled, The Blank Rolls Downhill. Remember to like it and share it on social media with your friends and family. All right, get ready for part 3 of The Blank Rolls Downhill.
32 years ago, he just started washing cars. And over time, he began to get contracts with car dealerships in order to wash their cars. And so here, 32 years later, I think he said he has between 80-some car dealers that he washes cars for. Contracts with. He has a huge staff of people who wash the cars. Of course, he's not out there washing cars anymore. He shared with me that all of his kids are doctors, all of them. Now remember, this man can't even hardly speak English. All of his children are doctors. So he said they don't need anything, so he doesn't really know what to do with his money. So he gives it away. He shared with me that he has, he has this huge house on the top of a hill in Folsom, and that he just gives the glory. I was so impressed that he gives the glory. He said, Pastor Barney, I just want you to know God has been good to me. Now, he also owns property all over Sacramento County. He owns property in Sutter County, Yolo County, Placer County. And he gives the glory to God. I was excited when I met this person because it just shows me how it doesn't matter who you are or what your background is in order for God to reach you if you will just hang on to his word and believe him. But I had a conversation with somebody who said to me, well, they'll do that for him. But, they wouldn't have gave one of us that type of contract. They just wouldn't do that for us. That's what the person said to me. And my response to the person was, you know what, I don't believe that to be the case. Because it's the favor of God that does it. And that doesn't matter who you are, what your race is, what your background is, what your limitations are. It's the favor of God. See, to me, that's that slave mentality that keeps us in bondage. That slave mentality keeps us in bondage and causes us to believe, well, that can't happen for me. I've got to have it happen this way. I'll never get a break. You don't know how I came up. You don't know where I came from. You don't know who my family is. You don't know who my daddy is. All of those limitations of our minds, and that's what keeps us in bondage. So I told them, I had the conversation with this man, and I said, I don't think that to be the case, because I believe that we have a lot to do with what we get and what we don't get. Because while this man was out there washing cars, some of us were at home smoking weed. We have to learn how to take responsibility for what we have done. And thank God that he can forgive us for it, put it under the blood, put it in the past, and move on to all that God has for us. But it's time to stop blaming other folks for what we have done or what we have not done. Because I don't care who they are not more powerful than God. Somebody sang the song this morning, if God be for us. I said to the man that said this to me, the other problem with us is that we don't necessarily want to humble ourselves. Because we have a sense of entitlement. We feel as though because we, in this case, were slaves in this country, that this country owes us something, and we shouldn't have to work or do anything. It should just, some of us still waiting for acres and a mule. And so that sense of entitlement and belief that somebody owes me something, and so I'm not going to humble myself and wash cars. I look at 17, 18-year-olds who tell me they're not going to wash no car or work minimum wage. So what are you going to do? Nothing. I'm going to sit up and play these video games. I am meddling in folks' business. Sometimes we're sitting around trying to figure out how we're going to milk the system. How can I get more money from the system? And while we are concerned about those types of things, you got people like him who come from other places with $1 in their pocket, who work as hard as they know how to work, and they go above us. And then we look back and say, well, they wouldn't let that happen for me. We caused what happened to us. We have to take responsibility. It's time to stop pointing the fingers. It's time to stop blaming other people and take responsibility for bad choices and bad decisions that we have made. Because it does not matter what the obstacles are. It does not matter what I've been through. It does not matter who does not like me. It doesn't matter who my mama and daddy were. It does not matter. If God is for us, who can be against us? Jesus asked the question, do you believe I am able to do this?
Welcome back. Isn't that a powerful word? Don't miss tomorrow when we come back with part 4 of the message, The Blank Rolls Downhill. I need you to do me a favor. Like it and share it with your friends and family. I am Tamiko Greeley, and I want you to remember that the sower sows the word, and therefore it is with the same measure you meet that it shall be measured unto you again.